Got me in these awkward positions, grunting and breathing heavy.
These are the days, and everything's still possible. Our dreams are alive, we've got that fire inside. These are the days. These are the days.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on the Kubota, doing its 50-hour service. After the first 50 hours, we've actually missed that by probably 30 hours. I think we're at about 80 hours. We've been pretty busy, haven't had time to stop and do it. I know, shame on me, but hey, sometimes life gets busy and gets in the way. We've done a lot of work with it around here, around our property, but I've also been doing a little bit of side work with it. Doing some pasture mowing, doing some other gravel driveways for some other people. That kind of blew up. It's been pretty busy doing that, and but that's great because the tractor's paying for itself and then some. So I picked this new cart up from Harbor Freight, US General. Man, this thing is super cool. I actually got two big toolboxes over there on the other side of the shop that I've got a bunch of stuff in. But I kind of wanted something that when I'm working on something, I could just pull it over here. It's got a lot of the basic tools in it that I need. So I was kind of looking for something that would roll around. And these are at Harbor Freight, 99 bucks. I mean, that's the regular price. They have a drawer on them. It's a walking drawer. So in here, I've got just all my gear wrenches, standard and metric in here. They've got these magnetic socket holders right here that stick to the side. These are also magnetic, these for the wrenches. I got these off of Amazon. They are a Ulsa tools. Man, they're pretty sweet. So when you roll the cart around, it keeps everything nice and organized in here for you and doesn't roll around. I just got a simple pair of dikes, some needle nose pliers, electrical tape, Ziploc. I also, for a lot of my ratchets and sockets and stuff, this Quinn brand from Harbor Freight, I've kind of learned to like them. You know, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not wrenching on stuff every day. I'm just doing basic DIY stuff. So for the Harbor Freight tools, for what they are, they work great. You know, I know for a lot of the guys that are in the trades and doing a lot of the professional stuff, hey, you might want to stick with your snap-on and things like that. And I definitely think those are great tools. But for me, I like to save a little bit of money, and this stuff works great. But I really like it. I really love this cart, and it works great. A couple other things that I got for it was this to hold some screwdrivers, WD-40, some PB blaster you can hold on the side, and then on this side over here is a glove holder. These are all magnetic. You can take them off. You can switch them. I thought I got it, but when I got home, I realized I didn't get it, as they make a paper towel holder that I'm going to put on the back. Also got a matching tray, nuts and bolts right there, so when you're working on something, you can take everything out of it and, you know, have it in one spot. So, man, if you're looking for something like this for 100 bucks, can't beat it, really. It's pretty nice. So there should be actually two oil pan bolts to pull out. There's one here and one here. Got this centered up. Alright. Y'all think I can do it? Let's see here. It's close. Not quite super clean, but Beautiful. Sit there and drain for a little bit. I did forget to pull the dipstick and out, so give a little bit more airflow. So I'm gonna go up there and get that popped off. Alright. Probably gonna make a bit of a mess. You know, the engineer's putting this stuff right over the axle, but we'll figure it out. It'll be alright. Take a dab of oil, fresh oil, around the seal here. Need a little bit more. There we go. Before you put it on, just like that. Make sure you don't cross thread it. Snug, good turn. Oh, wrong way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Put our wrench in a better position. There we go. Alright, filter all this stuff up so start leaking, we'll know it's not old oil. I probably should have lifted the loader before doing this, but now I know for next time. What would really work good is one of those flexible funnels. Alright, that's it. About 2 gallons and a little bit of a skosh from a little quart that we had. Got all buttoned up. There, all of our drips wiped up. Put this cover back on. Looks good. Cool. Alright, so now we're going to change the filters on our transmission and hydraulic So here's one of them, and then there's one on the other side that we'll change here in a minute. One thing to note is this is the longer filter, and then the other one on the other side is a short filter. So just make sure that you're taking note that you're replacing the right one. Also, I've got a catch pan down here because we're not draining all the fluid out of it, so this is going to drip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep the filter and have it ready to go, so when this one spins off, we just put the other one on, and what we lose is there, and then we'll goes in there, and then we'll top it off here in a minute. So let's get that all prepped. Holy smokes. Thing is on there tight, man. Oh. Dented that filter up. Well, that wasn't too bad. A little messy. Good Lord. We're gonna have to crawl underneath here to break this one loose. Got me in these awkward positions, grunting and breathing heavy. Dipstick for the hydraulic slash trans fluid is underneath the seat. Here's your cap right here. Uh-oh. That ain't no good. Well, there's something else to fix. Let's get this air filter cleaned out first. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do is clean the radiator and the filter. So on these Kubotas, they have like a pre-filter screen that pulls out right here that goes in front of the radiator. And it's not super dirty now because I shook it out the other day. But man, when you're out mowing a pasture, stop periodically and just pull this out and shake it off. You'll be pretty amazed at what this thing catches. Another Harbor Freight pickup right here is like $3. There's this extended tube for your air gun. Take this, run it behind the fan, and you can blow out all kinds of stuff. I'll go ahead and take this cover off. So there's two elements that are in here. This is the outer element that comes off. This does not come off. So and it says do not clean, so just leave that on there. I'm going to take this and blow from the inside out, and you'll be amazed at how much junk comes out of this thing. Well, a little disappointing is the tire being flat. I thought it looked a little funny when I first came out here, but I guess we'll take it off, take it down to the tire shop and get it fixed. But for now, we've got some mowing to do today, so here at the house, let's air in it, run it. Alright, so something else that I got a few weeks ago is a trailer. So I mentioned earlier that I had been mowing for people, doing some side jobs, but I had no way to get the tractor from point A to point B. So I was looking for a used one for a while. Couldn't really find much. I needed at least a 20-foot. So I ended up just buying a new one from Schrick Trailer Sales in Weatherford, Texas. Go check them out if you need something. But this is made by Texas Fab Manufacturing here. I believe they're in East Texas and I think Mount Vernon or Pasadena, Texas, somewhere in there. Anyway, 6-inch channel frame, 2 5/16 bulldog coupler. Man, it's pretty awesome. Got it. So it's an 18-foot deck with a 2-foot dovetail on the end. It's got the fold-up equipment ramps on it, so it's real nice getting the tractor on and off of it. It's got the legs on it, so you're not picking the rear end of your truck up super far. It's got two 7,000-pound axles on it with electric brakes on both axles instead of just one, which works out pretty good. I pull this thing with my 2014 F-150, so it's just a half-ton. The payload capacity on this thing is like 11,000 pounds. For anybody, if you're looking at trailers, remember I've got two 7,000-pound axles, so it's 14,000 pounds, but it has to carry the weight of the trailer. The dry weight of this trailer is like 3,000, right at 3,000 pounds. And so you can see that I have the bars on there for a weight distribution hitch. I do run a weight distribution hitch to help redistribute some of the load. As a matter of fact, if if most of you go look at the manual or on the sticker on your hitch of your truck, it's probably going to say up to a certain point you can just use a regular old hitch, but after that you're going to want to use a weight distribution hitch. On my F-150, 5,000 pounds below, I can just use the regular drop hitch, but anything over 5,000 pounds up to 10,500, Ford recommends that you use a weight distribution hitch. I've also got some airlift airbags on order that I'm going to be putting in to help do it, because this thing, along with the tractor, does squat the truck pretty significantly, which you lose some of your steering and braking power. So we're going to get that front end back on the ground. But man, I really like this trailer. It's tough. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it's a very, very well built trailer. The welds on this thing are pretty nice. The paint's good. I mean, it's just a good all-around trailer. I like the heck out of it. But yeah, I was pretty excited to get this. You know, no side rails on it was one of the things that I definitely wanted. I didn't want to, you know, I have pallet forks on the tractor, so if I ever go pick up stuff, I can just pull up next to it and just scoop the stuff off. So this is a pretty awesome trailer. I was pretty excited about it. Well, I think we're gonna get the box blade off the tractor here, hook up to the rotary cutter, and get out and cut the pasture. We went and we mowed everything else up by the house that we kind of keep, you know, more manicured, but we want to get out and cut the pasture because it's starting to get a little bit tall for the fence that we run the chickens in. So let's get hooked up to that and go start cutting. Guys, I got one more little plug here for something that I like. This is a grease gun tip from Lube. Ordered it on Amazon. So this is the extended version, because when I was greasing the tractor, there's a couple grease zerks that are a little bit hard to get to, and this is from Harbor Freight. This is not from Harbor Freight. And but switch this out, and just the regular old grease tip that comes onto it, you know, you can adjust them, but they kind of get caught, and I was having to really tug on it to get it off, and some of those zerks were kind of hard to get from. But right here, you push this little lever and it opens up these right here, so when you're going onto the zerk and off the zerk, it's a lot easier. You don't have to yank on it. Don't worry about it getting bind up. Another thing that I got along with it, which is from Lube, is this swivel that goes into the grease gun and onto the hose, so it can just spin freely. I spent like 50 bucks. I think, you know, this is like $35 or $40 or something. They make a shorter version, a standard version that's maybe about this long. I got the extended one. But man, I really recommend, if you got a grease gun and you don't like fighting those zerks and you're having to tug on it all the time, pick one of those up. It'll make life a lot easier. And thanks to Jarrett, I know he watches the channel, and he's the one that turned me on to this. And man, I really like it. Well, there it is. Finished product right there. Took, I don't know, 4.5 hours or something. I was going slow. It's a little thick out there. This is the first time I've cut the whole thing at once. Looks pretty sharp. And there's that cutie over there. What? Hey, watch yourself. Yep, out there watering her garden. Hey, I'm gonna go in. Try not to fall on your butt now. I love you. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. We'll see you on the next one.